Hello and welcome to Alex's Control Arm War 2012 Ford Focus Edition. Please, if you find this content useful, please consider like, subscribe. I'm going to give you some quick tips here, not a step-by-step, but on how to do the hard stuff. This control arm is aluminum, and it's got a non-replaceable ball joint, which is amazing. That's what you want. The normal Ford Focuses have a steel control arm, much heavier, but with a replaceable ball joint. So you have to do this entire job, which is crazy. I got this Mevotech one, which claims to have like a sintered ball joint in there, so it won't burn out. Check out the Mevotech Supreme stuff. It's pretty interesting sounding. Hopefully it lasts. Getting this thing out is not super hard. These two bolts that are back here, it needs a 21 millimeter on the top. I didn't have that for some reason. I've been doing cars forever. So I used a 22 on there, 18 millimeter, no problem. The other one here, someone said cut a 21 in half. It's crazy. I just used an adjustable wrench, and you come up from underneath from the back, put it on top. Sometimes you got to flip it, get it on there, 18 millimeter on the bottom, comes out. This thing, you do have to pull the air conditioning compressor, but it's not that big a deal. Look at it, it's all wiggly now. There's just 10 millimeter bolts under there. You take the belt off, it swings out of the way. There's no way that bolt's coming out without moving that thing, so forget about it. Just do it, it's not a big deal. That bolt comes out. Ball joint, try and drive a separator in between when you pull the bolt out. By the way, take the nut off the back, and then you can sort of hammer it out. I had to use my big impact on that Torx to get it to move. And then I use a punch on the top and a hammer this thing out. No problem. Now, you got to take the sway bar link off too, because in their infinite brilliance at Ford Engineering, they put the sway bar bracket attached to the control arm thing, and that's too tight. So you got to take off the sway bar link. Now, the murder comes from getting this thing back on. Seems easy. Couple of bolts, no problem, right? First thing, you don't do the front first, you do the back. To get this bolt aligned, it's kind of on an angle. So you put it up from the bottom, and you're like, this thing ain't going through. How come it won't work, Alex? What I ended up doing was putting the big jack underneath it and using a combination of pry bars to push up to get this bolt centered. Then I put the jack under the bolt to hold it up, and then wiggled this with different pry bars and stuff to force this back. And you can grab the caliper and push the front in and out. That's why you don't want the front bolt in yet. You can push, by pushing the front in and out, you can get this hole aligned in the back there. Make sure the bolt is all the way up to get on the sway bar bracket. I ended up reattaching the sway bar to get some more downward pressure on this. Make sure your bolt's all the way up, because after you put your jack on, I had to go underneath and impact it up. Needless to say, this is the second version of the video. The first version involved significant swearing and cursing at Ford engineers. The rear bolt, easier to align. Again, I had to manipulate this thing, put the jack under the bolt, and you want to put your adjustable up from behind on there and impact it up. The front one, remember when you set the torque on the front bushing, you want to make sure this thing's at ride height so you don't rip the bushing. So either jack the wheel up or actually put it down to ride height and then tighten it and then torque it. There's some crazy, these are technically torque to yield bolts on this thing. They are big bolts. I've never seen a torque to yield that's this big. So the rears are supposed to be, I think, 80 foot-pounds plus a 90-degree turn, and the front's 111 plus a 90-degree, which works out to be like 180. You should replace them, right? I'm not going to, so I'm going to take my life in my hands and torque them up. I'm going to do like 120 on the back and maybe 150 on the front. And that's going to be it. This is surprisingly difficult, and screw you, Ford engineers, for being so lazy with a non-replaceable ball joint to replace the whole control arm and everything's jammed in. But this is, what they do is they put the engine and the transmission, everything on the subframe, then the car comes and they just drop the car onto it. So the service they did really bad about, right? Just like dispose of the car, be done with it. Anyways, are you cursing endlessly at this job like I have been? Let me know your thoughts. Maybe I can help you out. The other videos I watched, the one guy's like, oh look, it's easy. It's not easy. We'll align this bolt. There's a video from Ontario that's all rusty. The guy just curses the whole time. That's more what this job is like. In theory, it isn't difficult. In theory, it doesn't take a lot of special tools. In reality, there's a trick to it. Anyways, hope you found this useful. I'll see you in the next one.